And welcome, Texan fans. Today we got a nice game, of Overwatch, and first map is going to be Lijiang. Do love me some Lijiang Tower. Great question. I mean, you can calm as well. You can just describe what's going on, be the analyst.
Remember me, Captain? From the Black Sand Fires near Tahiti?
Yeah. You still have our chain guns, I see.
Yep.
And today we're going to be seeing Val on the Tracer, Zorz on the Sojourn, and Crispy Fried Rice on the Mauga, Dampish Penny with the Brig, and Bob is on someone. Alrighty, we're going to see a bit of a split push. We're going to have Val going for an early just off angle, going left. And it seems like the other team's asking for a pause. So,
oh yeah,
I guess we'll be right back. Oh, and we're back. Alrighty, stopping a little momentum there, but we're going to see the enemy team trying to push back the side here. Fried Rice goes in. They have a Genji blocking that damage. Fried Rice getting burns done onto him. Bob on the Kiri getting some big damage out. Goes down as well. Bob goes down, and it's gonna be a full reset for the side of the Texans. It's just a bad team loss there. I mean, not much you can really do. Alrighty, we're gonna see Fried Rice taking space this time. Burning that game down. Fried Rice getting big damage onto that Ramatra. Ramatra barely living. Goes down. Junos get put to 1 HP, and Fried Rice finishes that. Val gets the pick onto Toad.
Oh, is that me?
DC Castle.
Am I lagging out? Crap. Guess my internet's going down.
Difficulties.
My internet. This hasn't happened. Yeah, it's reconnecting. Goodness.
Okay.
I'll tell you when it's back. Okay, it's back.
That's okay.
Why does it make me?
You gotta log in real quick.
We'll be right back. Where did I get added? Can you check?
No, I sent you a message. I was saying the stream's lagging. I didn't want to say it live on stream. So that's why I went quiet for a bit.
Can I rejoin someone?
I'm pretty sure they have to send you an invite. Not sure though. Alrighty, welcome back. Sorry about that little problem we had, but the stream should be okay now. And we are going to be going.
Cut out again.
Very true. We are here on Watch Point Gibraltar, one of my more disliked maps, to say the least. But I think it's going to be a great game. I am very happy to, or I'm curious to see what the team comps are. So on the side of Tarleton, we have Zorus on Soj, Val on the Genji, which is one of my favorite picks to see out of him. Fried Rice on the Winston, Dampish Penny on Juno, and Bob on the Kiri. And then on the other side, we have Toad on Tracer, JDM on Soj. We see a Monkey Mirror by Kennen, Wet Noodle on Brig.
Wait,
then...
he swapped my spectator.
I kind of miss it.
Can you not have one more spectator?
Good to see you.
Well.
Okay, bro. Well.
Alrighty, as we get started here, we're going to see everyone go up top, and then we're going to drop down. Val's going to start taking a little bit of high ground here with Fried Rice. Getting big damage out, Val dropping to half health. And we're going to see Fried Rice get low as well, as we are continuing to push this payload. We're going to see Val just sitting on cart here. May go in for the dive whenever Fried Rice goes in. Val going in, getting a big dash through, getting the big damage, but Val dropping really low. Fried Rice is trying to get out. We're going to see Fried Rice re-engaging, going in a 1v1 against the Winston. Fried Rice chasing this Tracer, just trying to create some pressure. As the enemy Winston is diving our team, Kennen gets a pick onto Zorus, which is very unfortunate. Fried Rice dropping to half health, not sure where the heals are. And JDM gets a pick onto Val, and it just seems unwinnable. Dampish Penny goes down to JDM, and then Bob goes down to Wet Noodle. And it's just gonna be a full reset. We're gonna see the swap, or Val swap onto the Reaper,
Good to see you.
which is pretty good into this Winston. Seeing Zor's just trying to maybe get a pick, just do a little bit of damage. Dampish Penny goes down to the Sojourn. Not sure what he was thinking. Val goes and gets a pick onto Sekana, but goes down to ADM. And Tarleton does have to be a little bit careful here. We're down one healer. Fried Rice goes in, getting some good damage. Zor's forcing that Tracer recall. Finishes her off. We're gonna see Fried Rice pop the Winston ult. Zor's almost getting that Ana, getting her down to 1 HP. We're gonna see the enemy Winston pop ult here. Zor's almost getting a pick onto that Brig, but now getting jumped by the Winston into this small room, which is not a great place to be. Unable to get some heals here as Bob is down. So now two go down. JDM is in Tarleton spawn. So Val gets a pick, but Wet Noodle gets the pick onto Fried Rice. It's probably just gonna have to be a full reset here. Val just looking for a pick, gets that Winston really low. See Val going for a little bit of a flank here, trying to be sneaky like. That Winston does jump up and falls immediately back down. Fried Rice may go in for a jump here. And then we're gonna see a nanoed Winston come out doing some big damage. JDM gets 2 picks onto Bob and Dampish Penny. Tarleton has no support. Zorus gets a pick onto Kennen. We're gonna see a Sojourn ult pop. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Wet Noodle. Zor's getting another pick onto JDM, but is 1 HP. Fried Rice getting very low. Toad gets a pick onto Zor's. Bob gets a pick onto Toad. Fried Rice getting down to dangerously low levels. Gets antied. Gets a nice cleanse from Bob there. This Ana is separated from her team and is just going to get picked off. The enemy Soj popped ult, but gets both supports as soon as we pop Juno ult there. Fried Rice does get the pick onto JDM. And is going to get the pick onto Wet Noodle. Zorse gets the pick onto Kinnan. Tracer's just going to try and stall, but Fried Rice gets a triple kill. Amazing work from both teams there, honestly. But Tarleton does come out on top. That orbital ray just too powerful. Even though Dampish Penny went down himself, that orbital ray was doing so much healing. We're going to see everyone pushed up a little bit. Val catching the Tracer off guard. Fried Rice getting antied and dies so quick. He went from 600 to nothing in about 0.5 seconds. Val's just trying to get a pick onto this Winston, doing big damage. But Winston is getting healed. He's going to ult, and then he gets antied and shield dashed. Unfortunate. Wet Noodle gets a pick onto Val. But Zorse does get a pick onto JDM. We're going to see Zorse here just getting a little bit of pick damage. Almost got that Tracer. And we're going to see Zorse almost get that Ana there. We're going to see Fried Rice jump in to go take out those supports. And I'm pretty sure we have someone in our back lines as well. We had a Winston and a Tracer back here. Their Winston dropping to 1 HP again. Zorse is just lighting him up, getting full charge. That Tracer just being a nuisance. Not much to do here. That's nanoed. Winston comes out. They need to try and kite this a little bit, maybe. 2 anti. Fried Rice does not get the cleanse. But Kinnan going in for the backline, getting picked. But Kinnan got Dampish Penny. JDM gets Fried Rice and Bob. And then Toad cleans up Zorse. And we're going to have our Torbjorn hammering onto the brig. Hey, he almost had her, though. But JDM does get the pick onto Val. Daggering him a little bit. We're going to see the enemy wants to jump in, but Fried Rice also starts going for the backline. Doing a little bit of damage to the brig, but Ana just out healing it. JDM gets a pick onto Dampish Penny. We're see Fried Rice re-engage here, puts the bubble down. And is just trying to farm that ult charge, really. Fried Rice going back in after getting killed, but does miss the jumps a little bit. Kitsune Rush comes down. Fried Rice going up. Val getting a pick onto Toad. Zorse getting a pick onto JDM. Fried Rice just on both supports here. We hear Brig will come out from what I assume is Dampish Penny. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Brig. Zorse gets a pick onto Stekana. Val gets a pick onto Kinnan. With the turret as well. It's looking good, but Tarleton is running low on time here. Only a minute 20 left to go for this push. Val getting a pick onto JDM because Torb is definitely not broken with the amount of damage he does with the headshot. We're going to see a swap onto the hazard here. We're going to see Fried Rice pop that ult. Almost hitting that Ana off the map. And there goes the Ana. Fried Rice just bullying these players. Gets a pick onto JDM. And we're going to see Fried Rice go down. Toad gets the pick onto Fried Rice after all of that. We're going to see Dampish Penny just dealing with the Tracer in the backline. Getting that Tracer to low HP. Val getting a pick onto Kinnan. Zorse getting a pick on the Wet Noodle. Bob getting a pick on the JDM. And we're going to see an anti come out, but instantly cleansed by Bob, and Tracer cannot touch. And that's going to be first half from the side of Tarleton winning that half. SP Easty. There you go. Just send it, yeah. Other team probably said something about it.
No,
Yeah, they requested.
yeah.
Alrighty. All good here. Alrighty, we're gonna see the exact same comp come out with Val on the Tor, Bob on the Kiri. We're gonna see Dampish Penny on the Brig again, Zorse on the Sojourn, and Fried Rice on the Winston. Look at him being all silly playing some games.
Start fighting smarter.
Well, he's watching. He's watching some league.
No, he's playing Hearthstone.
Oh. I was guessing that's the league. Most likely league.
Kind of like, I don't really, I'm not sure. Kind of like TFT, I think. I'm not sure.
No.
All right, we're gonna see Fried Rice on the high ground here. Getting jumped by the hazard, getting blocked, but putting that bubble down. Big damage coming in, but getting healed up right away. That hazard's just taking so much space easily. Getting some poke damage onto the hazard here. Fried Rice may opt in to go onto that Brig. And then he goes in. Brig getting low. Sojourn is 1 HP, but cannot finish her off, but gets the Brig. Goes in onto that Ana. Is in a small room. Might get antsied here. Not sure, but does get slept. Fried Rice is going to get out. Sojourn going in. And Fried Rice is going to get a pick, but Takana got a pick onto Val. Dampus Penny getting a pick onto Kennen. Toad falling kind of low there. So does that Stoge. Takana getting a pick onto Zors. Not sure where that came from. Takana did take out the turret. Fried Rice does go in onto their team. But we're gonna see Takana go in on the hazard. Fried Rice does go in, doing some good bit of damage, getting a lot of ult charge here. Fried Rice goes onto the Sojourn. Sojourn falls to 1 HP. Sojourn goes down. And that's a nanoed hazard. That is dangerous. Dampus Penny goes down to Kennen. Toad getting the turret. Kennen getting another pick onto Bob. Kennen getting a pick onto Val. Zor's getting the Tracer, but it's just not enough. Kennen gets a 4K and picks off Fried Rice for the end. We're going to be unable to stall here. We're going to see a bit of a setup. Tossing that turret down. Anti comes out. Val gets hit by it. We're going to see Hazard taking a lot of damage from that turret. We're going to see Fried Rice go on top of the jet here, but fall back down, actually. Fried Rice goes in on the hazard. Zors is on the hazard as well. Throwing that his way, but Hazard blocks off the damage. We're going to see ult come out from Kennen here. Or Takana, my apologies. Or no, it was Kennen. Fried Rice getting it. Fried Rice helping with the pick onto Kennen there. This Tracer getting to dangerously low HP. We're going to see Wet Noodle go down. Sakana does get a pick on the Dampish Penny, though. We're going to see this Ana get daggered here. Fried Rice getting both support. Fried Rice is going to jump onto the Sojourn. Sojourn does slide out. Fried Rice getting to half HP here. Going to look for the heal. Val getting a pick onto JDM. We just see a little bit of a reset out of the side of the other team. Zor's just looking to try and see if he can find someone out of place here. Getting a little bit of damage, just trying to charge up his railgun as well. Unable to shoot the hazard block for some reason, unsure. Kennen does take down the turret. Val gets a pick on the Toad. The pulse bomb missed. We're just gonna see a bit of just like poke here. As Zor's has full charge, may be able to get a pick. As their hazard is pretty low. Big damage coming out from Zor's here. Val just launching up some bullets, hoping it hits somebody. Tracer is just sitting down low. Maybe dangerous. Hazard does drop. Fried Rice goes down to JDM's ult. We're gonna see Torbolt come out, and it's gonna cover all of point. Rally comes out from Dampish Penny here. We're just gonna see a bit of a stall as we're trying to hope to wait and get our tank back. Dampish Penny's rally goes down. Toad just goes into Val's right click. It's unfortunate. Kennen does take the turret down. We're gonna see Hazard trying to go in. Getting pretty low here. Going down to 1 HP. Fried Rice gets antied. See, Fried Rice go back in. But is just doing some damage. Fried Rice helped just block everything there. Zor's getting a pick on the Wet Noodle. Val getting a pick on the Sakana here. Bit of repositioning here coming out from the side of Tarleton. Real question is, what is What is the other team gonna do here? They're just unable to push this cart any further. See, Val just trying to get a little bit of damage in. And then Fried Rice is going to engage onto the hazard, but have to drop just so he doesn't get picked off here. And then here comes the ult out of hazard. Fried Rice still low. Fried Rice going down to Toad. And Val is trying so hard to get that hazard down. Zorz gets a pick on the JDM. Wet Noodle gets a pick onto Dampish Penny. Zorz getting another pick onto Seikana. Wet Noodle finishing off Zorz. But Val getting a pick onto Wet Noodle there. And onto Kennen. And we're just going to see this Genji go down as well.
Way.
What a play from Val there. Saving the day with that ult. And then throwing down that MVP turret. Val doing the standstill tour pick, just launching bullets at a close, tight space. Getting some hit markers there, but not much done. Alright, Toad is in the plane, just getting some poke damage onto our backline. Fried Rice goes in onto the backline. Ult. Big ult out of Fried Rice here. It's going to separate the brig. It's going to try to get the pick, but can't do much. We're going to see Rally come out from both brigs here. Kennen does get a pick onto Val and finishes the turret. Zor's getting a pick onto Wet Noodles. Seikana getting a pick onto Dampish Penny. And we're going to see the hazard go pretty low. JDM gets a pick onto Bob. Pretty sure it's just Fried Rice left. And he gets anti and slept. And that's going to be picked. And they're going to get this next point in overtime. NAU is going to have about the same amount of time that Tarleton did to push this to the end. Toad just getting a little bit of damage onto the team. Val poking and getting some good chunks of damage here. Already almost has ult again. We're probably going to have it within the next 2 seconds. We can see the ult come out of hazard here. Toad getting picked off by Val. JDM getting a pick onto Fried Rice. JDM also getting a pick onto Dampish Penny and Bob. Kennen getting a pick onto Zorz. And JDM just cleaning up. They're going to have to do something here to stop them. They're getting pretty close. We're going to see Fried Rice be the first one to make contact with point. Wet Noodle getting low, but we're going to see Nano Blade come out from the side of NAU. Kennen gets a pick on the Bob. Seikana pick on the Fried Rice. Dampish Penny getting a pick on the JDM. Zorz getting a pick on a Wet Noodle. But Toad and Seikana are just going to clean up the rest. And that's going to be round going all the way to the end. No, just close enough, but Overwatch is a little weird with their overtime. Even if you have like 30 seconds more, it's not going to be that much. They still get a full minute to push.
Do ours have 1:07, or is that theirs?
We have a minute 7, they have a minute.
So, that's... 7 seconds, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it could mean everything. It could mean being able to get back those extra 7 seconds.
Yeah, it can go test the point.
We're going to see the exact same comp come out to the side of Tarleton. I'm assuming we're probably going to see the same comp out of NAU as well here.
From your daughter? I expected a lot more tantrums.
As we're getting ready to go, we got about 10 seconds left. I think both teams are doing pretty good, but it's just as soon as one person makes a mistake, the other just capitalizes on it. And we're gonna see the turret go onto the ceiling there. And we're gonna see the fights start to break out. Fried Rice just holding this high ground with Bob here. Just getting some poke damage with that Tesla cannon. That kind of taking out the turret. Anti comes out but doesn't really hit anybody. Fried Rice goes in on these three here. We're gonna see Fried Rice just getting some damage in, going after that Genji after he gets a good bit of damage. We're gonna see Hazard get pretty low here, may go down. Fried Rice takes out Kinnan. We're gonna see the Genji go down to the turret. Fried Rice is gonna jump onto the support here, but not get too much value here other than taking space. See, Fried Rice probably just gonna sit here, may jump out. Fried Rice does drop. Getting some good damage onto Toad here. We're gonna see the swap to Reinhardt here. Interesting. And we're gonna see almost everyone getting low. Val gets a pick onto Kinnan. Val gets another pick onto Wet Noodle.
Oh my gosh.
Val gets a triple with Toad, and Fried Rice takes out JDM. That turret just got 2 kills and Dampish Penny.
I wish I knew where that turret was. That's crazy. Oh,
It's on
there
the
it
wall
was.
all the way up there. MVP turret. Now we're gonna switch sides. And Tarleton's gonna have a chance to push here, but real question is, are we gonna swap the comp or are we just gonna stick with it? Because it seems to be working. But it took a little bit to get going in the on the first push. We're gonna see Zor swap to the Bastion. And Fried Rice swap to the Rhine. Maybe we're gonna see a Rhine duel.
Last I heard, they decided to be artists.
Oh, you put him repair. That's different. Huh.
It's good for bursting down things still, because the other one does good damage, but you can't burst things down as fast.
Yeah.
And the heal is kind of just broken, because I just recently found out there's no timer on it, and you can just infinitely do it, and there's no cooldown.
Funny, how much does it heal?
Not sure. I think it's 25 to 50 a second, maybe? Basically, after like a couple seconds, you're already full HP again. And we're going to see Zorsk get hit by that fire strike, getting put to about half health. And there is going to be a Rhine duel going on. Zorsk has to be careful here, not to get charged. And the other team did bring a Mei, which could be really dangerous here. We're going to see just a sheer clash going on here. Not much is going on. No one has fallen yet. Zor's taking out both shields. Zor's getting first pick onto Seikana. Getting that Mei pretty low. Reinhardt is going to charge. But Fried Rice being pretty low here has to keep his shield up. Pulse Bomb comes out. Fried Rice getting put to almost 1 HP. Fried Rice going down to Kinnan. We're going to see Zor's get a pick onto JDM. Almost getting a pick onto that Mei. Zor's is going to just rush in, try to get a pick onto that Juno, but is unable.
Oh no!
We're going to see a Mago come out from the side of NAU here. And Zor's is just going to try and get a pick or something with the Bastion ult. Seikana gets a pick onto Val.
No.
Shatter comes out on the side of NAU. Penny gets a pick onto Dampish Penny. And Zor's is just unable to do much. Wet Noodle gets Zor's. Fried Rice gets pick on Wet Noodle. Gets a pick onto Kinnan. That Lucio
No
1
way.
HP. JDM gets a pick onto Bob. Val gets a pick onto the Seikana. Toad takes out the turret. We're going to see Fried Rice get 2 more picks on both DPS. And, oh my gosh, Tarleton with the win after the situation looked unwinnable. Fried Rice becoming an absolute GOAT on that Rhine. Getting probably what was a massive shatter.
Oh no, this is a different one.
But Fried Rice getting the play of the game on Winston here. And there's 1. And then 2. And then going after this Tracer, getting 3. Absolutely amazing performance from both sides here. And we'll be right back for a map 3.
see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, get too strong when I battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief for my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my look, this a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. It's a war zone. Yeah, feel the impact. Yeah, break it open, leaving nothing fucking intact. Hey yo, you been hacked.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard.
You're on.
Wonder where
Alrighty, and we are back on Esperanza here.
There we go. There's a frame off. Bother me. Overlay. There we go. You're back. I did
This is
not
just
notice
such a
that.
beautiful map.
Yep. Looking at this painting is real nice.
Can you not move?
No. The spectator mode.
Unfortunate.
I was being sarcastic.
Alrighty, and then for the side of Tarleton here, we're gonna see the Winston again, Val on the Genji. We're gonna see Zorse on the Tracer. I guess you could call the Tracer his signature, for lack of better words. Maybe we'll see a certain type of pulse here. Dampest Penny on the Kyrie this time, and we're gonna see Bob on the Juno. We're gonna get it started, speedering off immediately. Trying to get to that point first. We're gonna take bridge here.
There's an enemy here.
Then Fried Rice may go in here. Fried Rice goes in, getting the children pretty low here. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Sekana. Damage just going out everywhere. That Ram might be a little bit of a problem. Now getting a pick onto JDM. Kenan getting a pick onto Bob there, but falling pretty low himself. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Kenan. Toad gets a pick onto Dampest Penny, and Zorse and Fried Rice are going to clean up by getting the pick onto Toad.
Push the robot time.
Do have to be a little bit careful. Our supports are not back yet.
I see an enemy here.
Fried Rice just payload princessing right now, being the only one there. Fried Rice goes in, gets that Genji to about half HP, and then we're going to see Kenan swap to the JQ here. Val just trying to get a little bit of damage, reflecting everything there. A big fight on point. Fried Rice just damaging as much as he can. Going after the Kiri now. Is getting pulled off of his team a little bit. Wet Noodle gets a pick on the Dampest Penny. Fried Rice gets a count. JDM gets Zorse. Val getting a pick on the JDM. Kinnan getting a pick onto Fried Rice and Bob, and then it's just Val left to hold the point, and he gets picked off by Toad. A bit unfortunate the way that team fight went.
Oh, we have bomb. I forgot what it's called.
And we see Zorse with the pulse bomb here.
Enemy spotted.
Real question is he finally gonna stick a pulse bomb? We're gonna see the enemy JQ get pretty low after going into our backline. Val getting the finishing blow onto Kinnan. And we're gonna see NAU just kind of back up here after they lost their tank. Bob gets a pick on the wet noodle. JDM goes down to Fried Rice here.
Oh!
Big combo coming out from Toad, finishing off Val, but Zorse and Fried Rice clean up.
I think somebody else, he deflected probably somebody else's bullets there.
Maybe.
I mean, he was deflecting. He died from deflect, so I'm guessing.
Everyone was probably shooting at Genji, and that's kind of what got him killed. You see Fried Rice make an engage onto this JQ here. Fried Rice getting pretty low, does fall back. Just a bit of back and forth here. We're going to see the Kitsune pop, but we're going to see a bunch of ults get popped. Orbital Ray comes out. We're going to see Blade come out from the side of NAU. Toad gets a pick on David Penny and Bob. Fried Rice gets a pick on the JDM. But he gets anted and he's knocked back in. And he was forced to use Primal, but unable to get any value out of it. Toad does get the finishing blow onto Val. That's going to be a reset out of Tarleton here. We do have Kitsune Rush. Just unfortunate that we used Orbital Ray there and didn't get much value. We're going to see everyone kind of just slowly going in. Zorse is on bridge, may go for a backline support. Try and pulse bomb. We see Rush come out. We're going to see Orbital Ray come out from the side of NAU here. We're going to see Zorse get down to 1 HP. JDM gets a pick on the Val. Fried Rice getting a pick on the Wet Noodle, but Seikana gets a pick on the Fried Rice, and Tarleton's just going to have to reset here. And then Toad gets a pick onto Dampish Penny.
Where was that?
Ouch. Wow.
Now we have to reset again.
How's it going?
We just need to take back the momentum. We used ults there, but just ended up losing the fight. We're gonna see a bit of an engage here. Fried Rice just getting some damage out, playing safe here. Just trying to stall, not let them get that tech, or not get them, let them get the lead here. Nice shots coming out from Val here. We're gonna see High Noon come out from the side of NAU, and he gets 3. Fried Rice getting a pick on the JDM. Toad getting a pick on the Zorse, but Fried Rice just needs to get out. And he is probably gonna go down here. Yeah. It's gonna be a full reset on the side of Tarleton again.
We're falling behind.
That was an insane High Noon. He was schmoving.
Yeah, it did. It kind of hurt Val because he used one shot too.
Exactly. He just got locked on so quick. We're gonna see Val missing a couple shots here, almost getting the enemy free. We're gonna see High Noon come out, but doesn't get the pick onto JDM. It's Fried Rice that gets the pick. Fried Rice gets another onto Wet Noodle. Val on pick on the Toad, but Dampish Penny goes down to Seikana. Fried Rice fighting the tank by himself in the back. Zorse getting a pick onto Seikana. Fried Rice needing to run because he has no supports or heals.
He's just pushing the robot at this point. We're just trying to push the robot away from them.
Val gets the pick onto Kinnan. And we're just making a ton of progress here. Val getting some good damage onto the enemy Juno. Fried Rice just holding high ground here.
And we
We're gonna
flipped their
see Fried Rice
spot,
go
too.
in. Dampish Penny goes down to JDM here. Unfortunate losing one of your healers so fast. We're just gonna see a bit of back and forth. Zorse getting pretty low. Has Pulse Bomb here. We see Orbital Ray come out from the side of Tarleton. Clark pulls incoming. Toad pops Blade and gets 3. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Toad, but it is too late. His entire team has already gone down. And Fried Rice goes down as well, getting staggered a little bit by JDM. We were able to push the bot back, but NAU's just getting all the progress they just lost right back. And now they have forward spawn as well. Memphis Penny just trying to get a little bit of damage out there. Fried Rice going in. Enemy Queen is going pretty low here. Orbital Ray comes out from the side of NAU. High Noon comes out from the side of NAU. Fried Rice almost getting picked there. Getting down to 1 HP. Getting forced back a little bit. Just a little bit of back and forth. We're going to see our Torbjorn get pretty low here. Toad goes down to Val. Or, sorry. Toad gets the turret. JDM gets a pick onto Val here. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Seikana. Zor's getting a pick onto Toad. Toad or JDM falling to 1 HP, but not before he gets Empress Penny. Zor's getting JDM and Wet Noodle here. We're gonna see Fried Rice go down. And Kinnan is still alive, just holding that robot. But if they can get a pick onto the Queen, just like that, that's a huge stagger.
One.
We're gonna see Toad get down to 1 HP. We're gonna see Val almost get picked off by the cast here, which would have been very unfortunate. But we are gonna see JDM get a pick onto Bob, which is even worse. Now we're down a healer. We're gonna see Toad just taking a little bit of damage there. And that's a great pulse bomb coming out, but unfortunately he stuck the cast and uses a good cast to can't kill with the pulse. We're gonna see Kitsune come out from the side of Tarleton here. Ainu comes out from the side of NAU. Val gets a pick onto JDM. Zorz gets a pick onto Wet Noodle. Not sure what else is gonna happen. Seikana gets a pick onto Val. And it's just back and forth. Queens fighting. Fried Rice wins and gets a pick onto Kinnan. And then Zorz finishing off Seikana and Dampish Penny getting the pick onto Toad. That was a very hectic fight. Ults coming out from both sides. That High Noon could have been deadly for Tarleton if that would have landed and gotten a couple picks.
Never would I seen a Kiri and a Genji go head to head right there.
Very true. I mean, Kiri headshot damage is insane. Alright, we're going to see Fried Rice taking the front line. We're going to hear a Blade come out. Toad gets a pick on the Damage Penny. Bob getting a pick onto Toad. Kinnan getting a pick onto Bob. And JDM getting a pick on Val. We're going to see Fried Rice just try and probably just reset here. And that's what's going to happen. Kinnan finishes up Fried Rice. We have Orbital Ray ready to go. Not sure what else we have.
I'm surprised they're
Toad
pushing the
doesn't
bot.
get picked onto Zorz.
We need push.
We need to touch bot here. This could have been unfortunate. Map would have been over if NAU would have just not pushed bot there.
Yeah.
We're going to see Orbital Ray come out for the side of Tarleton. We're probably going to see a Queen ult come out from one side here, maybe. We're going to see everyone just getting low here, honestly. Queen's taking a bunch of damage. Just that turret is just eating this Queen alive. Ult comes out for the side of NAU, but gets clenched almost immediately. Ult comes out from Fried Rice, but he gets off the point. Fried Rice gets two. Toad got a pick on the Bob, and Val got picked as well. Fried Rice is going head to head with this Queen right now. And this Queen is just living. But Dampish Penny gets a pick onto Seikana, and Fried Rice gets the pick onto Kinnan.
Yeah, Suzu. Wait. Kind of rush. I forgot.
We have
called.
Kitsune Rush ready.
Kitsune rush.
But Tarleton has to play absolutely perfect here. They cannot lose another team fight.
Under my protection. We're so close to taking the lead. Oh, they're coming.
See a bit of poke damage here just coming out from the side of Tarleton.
We need to stay on point here.
Cannot leave point. Rush is initiated. We see Orbital Ray come out from the side of NAU. Kinnan gets a pick on the Val. Wet Noodle gets Bob. JDM gets Zorz. JDM gets a pick onto Dampish Penny, and it's just going to be game over. Because JDM just cleaned up there, got Fried Rice. An unfortunate loss. It was
Really
just...
close, yeah.
It was a Juno ult diff. Unfortunately, unable to do anything about it. And we see a play of the game from a Juno. Wet Noodle getting the play. getting every single missile here, and that orbital ray really did just win them the game, so I'm not surprised. And that's going to be game. And we're going to see you in a map 4. We're back.
There's just red screen. There we go. Okay, we are
Alrighty.
back.
And we are on one of my favorite maps to play with one of my friends who's on pretty good Lucio main, to say the least. I do love seeing the boops, and having the speed is really nice.
Nah, he's a
I'm wrong.
Reddit Lucio.
Reddit Lucio is more or less what he is. Here on Sir Boston, we're gonna see the flashpoint start. We're gonna see Zor's back onto the Soldier and Fried Rice on the Winston. Dampers Penny on Brig, Bob on Kiri, and we're gonna see Val on the Genji.
Do a lot of office work
No, why?
because you always leave a paper trail.
You always leave a paper trail. Alrighty, and we're gonna get started here. Tarleton is gonna go left side here. Ryder's probably gonna jump in and try to get damage. Taking point control here. NAU is on JQ still. We're gonna see Fried Rice go in. Code getting pretty low here. Dropping to almost 1 HP. But Kenan gets a pick onto Dampers Penny. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Toad. Fried Rice also getting a pick onto JDM. That's both supports, or both DPS down. Bob gets a pick onto Wet Noodle here. And that Joker Queen just gets staggered there. Zor's getting the pick onto Kenan, and Val getting the cleanup on Seikana there. A little bit of a Genji standoff there.
Dang. That was good timing.
NAU is going to come left side here. Fried Rice does need to be a little bit careful. We're going to see a flank from the enemy Sojourn come out. Giving up point. Val gets the pick onto JDM. Fried Rice back on point. Attacking this Juno. Zorus gets the cleanup. Finishes Wet Noodle. Kenan getting a pick onto Dampers Penny. Bob getting a pick onto Kenan. Toad finishing off Bob. Fried Rice just going after this Kiri. Finishing him off. Toad does get Val. And Fried Rice going down to 1 HP. Has no supports. And he cannot get picked here. That would have been a massive stagger and would have been really unfortunate. Fried Rice getting healed all the way back up. Toad comes in for the touch. We're going to see Kenan just trying to hold the point in overtime. That Junker Queen, I'm not sure if they hit the X. JDM gets a pick on the Zor's. Val cleaning or trading Zor's out, getting a pick on the JDM. And we're gonna see Kitsune Rush come out from both sides here. We're gonna see Genji Blade come out. Fried Rice not sure to go after. Toad getting the pick on Dampish Penny. And this Kiri is 1 HP. Val gets the pick on the Sekana. Toad gets the pick on the Bob. We're gonna see Val go down to 1 HP. We're gonna see Fried Rice pop the Winston ult here. Wet Noodle getting a pick onto Val. Zor's getting a pick onto Toad. And we're gonna see Fried Rice just trying to clean up what's left. Zor's gets a pick on the JDM. Kinnan gets a pick on the Zor's. And it's just back and back. It's just a tank battle. And it seems like NAU is just back. We're gonna see Junker Queen come out, but instantly gets cleansed. We're gonna see Sekana getting down to 1 HP. Val getting a pick on a Sekana. Toad getting a pick on a Fried Rice. Val getting another pick on the Kinnan. Toad getting the deflect and killing Val there. Dampish Penny just trying to hold off what he can. We see Sojourn ult come out from Zor's here. We're gonna see Juno ult get popped. Not sure what was happening there. But JDM gets a pick on Bob. Zor's gets a pick on the JDM. Dampish Penny getting Toad. And that's most likely going to be point for Tarleton. No, never mind. We're going to see the Junker Queen falling down to 1 HP. Rally probably comes out here. No, never mind. They got the Queen. Zor's gets a pick on the Kinnan. Fried Rice gets Wet Noodle. And we're just going to see Tarleton go to main here and just start taking space on point. It was a good attempt by the side of NAU, but Tarleton was just able to hold it better.
Enemy detected. I see an enemy here.
See a bit of poke damage coming out from each side here. But Tarleton does have point control here. It seems like NAU is going to try and take high ground here. Fried Rice does go in. Instantly bubbles, getting in some nice damage onto their entire team. Rally comes out. Bob falling down to 1 HP. Zor's getting a pick onto Toad. Bob getting a pick on the JDM. That Rally is just amazing for the stuns. Val gets a pick onto Sekana, but Kinnan gets a pick onto Dampish Penny here. Fried Rice cleaning up, getting Wet Noodle. And now all that's left is this Junker Queen. And that's going to be Zor's getting the cleanup pick onto Kinnan. Greetings!
The Kitsune is ready to be unleashed.
So we have Primal and Kitsune Rush ready, coming up on Overclock. We're going to see a bit of a space taken from Fried Rice here. Falling down to half HP within the span of 0.5 seconds. Kitsune is popped. Fried Rice does go in. We're just going to see a bit of a hold upwards. And we're going to see Toad getting 2 picks here on both supports. And then JDM getting a pick on a Val. Toad getting a pick on a Fried Rice. And Kinnan just finishing off Zor's. And that's going to be a full team wipe.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello.
But Tarleton did get 76% already. Fried Rice goes in, makes first contact. Getting a little bit of damage onto the Genji. Seems that Tarleton is going to take high ground while Zor's is just still in main. Getting picked by the Queen here is very unfortunate. Toad getting a pick onto Val. We're going to see ult come out from NAU's Queen. It's just unfortunate. It's just going to have to be another reset as Toad gets the pick onto Bob. And Dampish Penny gets staggered here by Toad. I believe there's only going to be about one more fight left on this point. Fried Rice makes first contact, going in, meeting up with that JQ. We're going to see Fried Rice go in onto the back line. Fried Rice does pop ult. Rally comes out from the side of Tarleton, but we're going to, and as well as NAU, we're going to see Orbital Ray get popped from the side of NAU here.
Wow.
Fried Rice getting a pick onto Toad. Wet Noodle getting a pick on the Val. Very unfortunate, but we're gonna see Fried Rice getting that break to 1 HP and finishing her off, but Kenan gets to pick onto Dampish Penny, and there's just no supports. Now it's just left up to... Oh wait, no, there is a support. Bob is still alive. Zorz gets to pick onto JDM.
Pause?
And there's a pause. Kenan did get a pick onto Zorz.
Oh, Val DC'd, I believe?
I believe Val just DC'd. He's back. Okay. And we're back. Quick little pause. Maybe it's what we need to stall enough for Bob to just live on point for like at least 2 more seconds while Val is here.
Val can maybe push it.
Val may be able to get a touch here, which may be able to give enough time for Fried Rice to get there as well. Bob does get a pick onto Seikana, but it's not enough time. We're going to see Val use recall and just get out.
Oh!
And Val went AFK for a second, looking away, gets picked by Wet Noodle there.
Oh, he's about to switch, maybe.
Oh, he probably tried to get picked so he could swap to Reaper here. We're going to see Fried Rice swap to the Queen. NAU is going to have point control first. We're going to see it. This amazing Junker Queen gameplay hits the axe. We're going to see Sojourn ult come out from the side of NAU here. And here comes the ult from the Queen. Kenan getting a pick onto Dampish Penny. Fried Rice just having to run. Wet Noodle gets a pick onto Val. Toad gets a pick onto Zorz. And JDM pick onto Bob. And Fried Rice only one left remaining. Fried Rice does hit a knife. Not sure on who. Not sure if we have any ults coming up, but we definitely need one in order to try and win this fight, because it's not looking good. We have Rush ready, but Blade comes out for the side of NAU. Fried Rice going down to that Blade. Dampish Penny go down to the Queen. Bob just trying to hide. Maybe was looking for a...
Oh! No way!
Toad gets a pick onto Val, but Bob gets a pick onto Kenan. And this may just be exactly what they needed. Getting a pick onto the tank. We're probably going to see Kitsune Rush used here.
What are you touch pulling?
And he gets body blocked. And we're unable to touch. JDM gets a pick onto both Dampish Penny and Bob. We're going to see Wet Noodle get Zorz as Brig ulted. Wet Noodle ulted. Val is just fighting for his life back here with Fried Rice. Seikana gets a pick onto Val, and it's just Fried Rice going down. But we do have Carnage ready to go. Or Rampage, I'm not sure what it's called. We have Queen ult ready. We're coming up onto Brig Rally. Probably have Death Blossom coming up soon as well. Nice little whip shot from Dampish Penny here. We're going to see Val getting a little bit low, but causing chaos in the backline. Val getting down to 1 HP. Zorz, you pops ult. We're going to see a bunch, just everything coming out here. Zorz gets 2. Dampish Penny getting just smacked by this Queen. I wonder if his team's going to help him before he gets picked, and they do. Val getting a pick on a JDM. Dampish Penny following terrifyingly low, but they do clean up and get point first. See Val just sitting in the corner a little bit, waiting for someone to come into his crosshairs. Fried Rice getting a little bit low there. We're gonna see Val maybe going a flank here.
This ends now.
But that Genji has marked him. Val TP's in. Oh, there's a bunch of action going on point. Zorz gets a pick on the JDM. Kenan gets a pick on the Fried Rice. Val's gonna die to the Brig. Zorz got a pick on the Seikana. But it's just not enough. Toad cleans up and gets a 2K. Wet Noodle getting a pick on the Dampish Penny and Bob. Very unfortunate with the supports being a little staggered here now.
Hello. Good
And ult came out from Fried Rice. Fried Rice hits a knife, tries to pull the Genji in, but he just double jumps out. Dampus Penny just sitting in the back helping support, making sure no one's coming from flank. Fried Rice just doing some massive damage here. We're gonna see Blade come out from the NAU. Gideon gets a pick onto Doors. And we're gonna see Rally come out from NAU as well. Wet Noodle gets a pick onto Dampus. Toad gets a pick onto Bob. And Sakana gets a pick onto Fried Rice. And now it's just Val on point. And that's gonna be that series. No one can touch. That's gonna be a GG's. It was a great game from both teams. It's just too many mistakes were made. Ult economy was just not what it should be.
Play of the game.
And play of the game goes to Toad. And it's a Blade. And he gets gets Dampus Penny and Bob. And then basically gets Val to 1 HP, gets a pick onto Fried Rice, and then that's just where the point turned around. Well, thank y'all for coming out, and thanks for watching. Join us next week as we have a bunch of teams playing and amazing games coming up.